The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The webinar will begin shortly. Please remain on the line. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. Sorry for a couple minute delay. We have so many people today. We're going to have fun today. Get out a tablet, pen. Let's begin. As you should know, if you don't know yet, my name is Ray. Last name is Reynolds. Write it down. The ultimate goal. This is always live. I'm on live 6 days a week currently. Done it for 45 years in person or online. No pictures, no recording. Put the information here. Has to be habit forming. I like goodies, but don't spend the money until you get the money to spend it. In other words, until you get 5 million, you're not going to buy helicopters, Lamborghinis, and millionaires. Okay, you're not going to do all that silly stuff in Ferraris. Main thing is very simple today. Rags to riches. Wow, my story. Trying to fight through the pain. No matter what I do, there's always someone trying to knock me down and put me down too. But guess what? I got born in a taxi on the way to Gardena Hospital. I got to be a Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. The reality is she used and abused me too. Bottom line is I'm going to give you my little story, how I got to million to billion. Hopefully you'll pay attention and follow along. Today your journey begins with me. So as we play, you're going to have to look behind that curtain from now on. In other words, I believe you heard the word no and accepted it. So let's understand today. Get out your personal credit cards. Let's take your personal credit and understand how it got set up years ago. I'm the man that trained Ken Yarborough years ago. He was security chief at TOW and Experian. On every card you have today, on the back of it, I want you to put a sticky. Write down the limit of the card, maintain 25% forever, never go past 29%. This 100,000 gives you 71,000 of safety. See, the problem with you, you keep doing this crap, and it keeps bringing your score down. You got stuck. You can't get any more. You can't basically write out daily squat, and you backed yourself and your family in a corner. That kind of sucks. So let's understand here. The reports wrong. Thomas Raymond Woolridge, they made bicycle parts, got information business, and sold themselves in '96 to Experian. I'm the one who drew this, the first one of this, and understand, you got to understand, balancing the debt. It was simple. It was good, fair, or hell no. All cards use the 29% rule, but two. Let's pay attention. I got to get you that 750 score. Now, if you're going to get to the $1 million dream, you have to understand how it works. Here's chapter 18. This is on the legal book, and you can find it on public record as well. Corporation's a legal person. That's what the Supreme Court says. I learned that at 7.5 years old, listening to a poker game at the whole family house. You know what I did? All right, I went down and rode my bicycle down to the Torrance Police Department the next day. All right, next was the library. I said, man, what does this mean? She was rude. She walked away. All right, but later on, she came back. Here's a mock of it. It's a book. I read the book. You've all read the book. The reality is you need steps, rules, and tools. Hearing somebody's story, great. Give me rules and tools plus the story too. Now, I didn't pay attention where it says may sue or be sued. And I had a problem on that too at 12.5 years old. But I was very simple. Understand today, all corporations are free. Free. Do you realize today that people spend thousands through a corporation with an attorney, CPA, and corporate service, and they're all free? I sent away my $10 money order when I was 9.5, went to the library for 2 years. You see, right now, corporations, $100 or $30 for nonprofit. Now, I got Helping Hand Industries when I was 9.5. And then I got 100,000 credit cards in the mail. I've been building this ever since. You know, I get named in the movie Dave as well. But then at 12.5 years old, I made a mistake. I used the word Braille. Didn't realize it belonged to the Braille Institution. So the bottom line is understand today I had to learn to play the right way. I want you to master your rules and tools. Your biggest problem is, sorry, is the lack of knowledge because you keep bringing the pain home. We're going to play, and I'm going to teach you how to do that to get to million to billion. Is that okay? As we play this game today, the goal is to never bring the pain home. Next is very simple. When the grown-ups told me as a kid, I kept hearing them say, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's what that meant. You know what I got? It's about it. See, the grown-ups, I figured they were just stupid or something. You have a corporation today, sorry to say, when they sue it, they sue you. You bring the pain home because you don't know how to play yet, but you will when I'm done with you. See, understand if you have an LLC, the Treasury Department wants to kick your assets too come January 1st. So what do we get to do? Put our ducks in a row. See, that means $1 million of credit in a corporation never bringing the pain home, like your banks and grocery stores do. So let's go basic and understand the warning about me. I'm going to tell it like it is. I'm honest and I'm blunt. And if you follow stupid, you did stupid. That doesn't mean you're stupid. The reality is what you did was stupid. And the reality is very simple. You didn't learn how to play the game and win. And the biggest thing is you brought the pain home to your family too. The ultimate goal is I build millionaires. So if you'd like to be next, let me know. As we play the game, I am the godfather of credit, Ray Reynolds. I will tell you what to do. I will treat you like you're 2 years old. By the time I'm done with you, you probably have about a $10 million company and never bring the pain home again. I got a foolproof program that works every time, as long as you follow through. I got rich and famous people too on my program as well. Even Superman from Gold's Gyms, build them $1 million credit. College professor. All right, even homeless people. $1.6 million. Properties in Long Beach. $1.2 million in 9 months. And even people coming out of prison. Freeway Ricky, Dickie Ross. Gold and platinum cards too. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. Within 6 months, I rebuilt him, and I got him dump trucks, brand new into the corporation and structure, doing millions a year. So understand today, it's very simple. Franklin D. Roosevelt did one thing in 1934. He had the Gold Reserve Act. You and me, we probably got our SS5 SSN in what, 14 to 16? It's because of the way the rules work. From there, if you got born after 71, that means Nixon took the gold standard out, which means Mama signed that SS5 form at the hospital to get released from the hospital so they can bond her and the baby for $35 million apiece. I believe the biggest mistake you didn't understand is how it works. So let's understand something today. The SS5 form is SSN, Social Security number, 1040 tax return. You gave yourself one chance because you didn't know how to play. It's called We the People today. And the bottom line is, guess what? All right, Social Security number, it's tax, and probate when we're dead. Let's compare SS5 to SS4. You see, that allows you a legal name of entity or individual person, which means a bank, a grocery store, or city on line 1, 2. The ultimate goal, your choice is simple, your name on line 1. See, you didn't give yourself a second chance. That's why you backed yourself in a corner and you hurt your family. The SS5 equals SSN in 1040. The SS4 equals 1120, known as a tax ID. Truly the second chance to try. Long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you might as well be dead. And if you're one of those tax protesters and don't file tax returns, just do like Wesley Snipes did. Listen to his silly, stupid CPAs and attorneys. The man was basically making millions in every movie, but then he went to prison for 3 years, fined $5 million. In other words, don't be a crook. You can't play peekaboo with the IRS making a mess. So let's understand today, 1244irs.gov. And if you understand how to play, you would take you and your corporation file a single tax return and almost not pay tax anyway. The ultimate goal. So the lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. So understand 5 things today. It's very simple to do. Pay attention today. Write it down. You see, all credit under the tax needs a write-off. I call it free money, just maintain the payment. Where are you going to get the $100,000 to the $1 million to start a real business? All right, this way you do it my way, you don't hurt your family. Division process, by the way, and build your legacy for you and your family too. I call it free money. That means I can build you corporate credit up to $1 million of cash credit, write it all off while you basically learn to be an investor. Your biggest problem, I'm sorry to tell you, is you. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. We can learn to play my way. You can take basically and find 16 ways to be an investor starting today. We're going to talk about basically donut stores, or laundromats. We're going to talk about literally dry cleaners, storage units, and franchises too. See, when I started, what I did for me when I wrote Winning the Game of Business, and I put cash flow free at my time, that's what I was doing for me. I needed $1,000 a month automatically coming in. I ended up having 19 houses at 17 and a half. I couldn't get 20. They told me I couldn't get it because of a loan to value problem. I transferred it to my divisions. I freed up the problem. And then I realized fixing up properties was a pain in the ass. Today, you could take $100 literally per week, and I can turn you into a corporate millionaire. Within 90 days, what would you have if you did the assignments I gave you personally live? You'd have 5,000 to 15,000 of credit. Up, and away. The United States of America Incorporated got 50 corporations called states. States got corporations called cities. And then on top of that, they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. They bankrupt 11 cities right now, and they stayed in business in front of you. You could have did the same thing as long as you have no intent to do fraud. See, it's we the people. Corporation's a legal person. You stop bringing the pain home. Ultimate goal, write down division of me, please. Write it down. Number 1 again, your name, corp, division, or subsidiary, right on line 1. I like to build you a corporate millionaire corporation, a corporate $1 million of credit to your corporation and your entities. Will that be okay if I do that for you? So let's understand today. We're going to write down division of me. Here we got a Lamborghini, part of the collection. It's a $1 million car. Here's the keys. From there, it's what? It's $6,800 a month. Now, I'm not stupid, neither are you, but you followed stupid, and I don't follow stupid at all. So let's understand what I did. This Lamborghini, $6,800 a month, I can't pay it. They take it away. They report it to the credit bureaus. I don't have shitty credit. They'll report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. Now I'll have an IRS problem and double shitty credit. If I buy it through the corporation, they sue the corp, they still sue me. So that's silly and dumb too. So what did I do? I bought it through a division of a corporation. Remember I showed you SSN versus SS4? I guaranteed it as SS4. I got no intent to do fraud. Neither do you, I hope. So if something goes wrong, what do I get to do? I get to do the 3 steps I invented for myself. Maybe I'll write it down for you. I get to disconnect, isolate, incorporate. I get to take that piece and separate it from my shopping centers, my malls, and all the pieces and the buildings and all the things I'm trying to do and have fun. In other words, I got my $1,100,000 a month before 2009 coming in per day. Why didn't you? And I understand if I can't pay this, all right, what am I going to do? This is a problem. Within 6 months under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, Fair Lending Act, the 12 acts, and basically what I get to do in the Federal Protection Act, I get to bankrupt the hell out of the sucker and throw it away and protect the corp and all my other pieces in my family too. See, your problem is your lack of knowledge. Even each property you lease. And from there, each property is a division because you don't know who's going to slip and fall and sue you and screw you up too. Bottom line, I see on TikTok, Google, and YouTube about LLC, LLP. Let's do the Macarena. Bottom line, it's all a bunch of BS. The IRS doesn't care what type of corporation you get in the beginning. They care about how you receive the money under SS4, not taxable till you're profitable. Next, every credit card I get you, you're allowed under the Fair Lending Act to get 99 more. Would you like $1 million? Would you like 10 million? See, the bottom line is your lack of knowledge. So let's understand Mary here today. Mary's beautiful, Ivy League education, married a sweetheart in 3rd grade. She wants a restaurant. So what does she do? She hires an attorney. He looks at the lease for 10 years and 3 options. And the attorney, CPA as well, going to look at the books. Here's Mary's problem. She used $98,000 of personal credit. First course, he dropped it to crap. And the reality, she asked him, what happened to me? They go, oh, you knew. Hey, how many CPAs and attorneys are stupid? Wesley Snipes went to prison for 3 friggin' years for those idiots. Okay, they don't ever pay the price for screwing you over. Mary's problem is basically when she filed bankruptcy on the restaurant because she guaranteed the lease, she had to file personal bankruptcy, lost her home, and her husband divorced her 3 weeks later. If Mary would have came to me first, so like I'd like you to pay attention today, and became a certified CFO, the restaurant would have been a division, not the corporation. She would have lost a piece and protected her family. She would have not lost her home and her husband too. Your biggest problem is still you. become a certified CFO. So look at your corporation today online. Go ahead and do that too. You'll find your name. You'll probably find your address too. Sorry to say. All right, that was kind of silly and dumb. You use your personal address. You're now on the robocall list and the junk mail list. Why don't you learn to put your ducks in a row? And let's understand something today. If they sue the corp, they sue you. I call that stupid, silly and dumb. Come on, you're the line of defense, and that sucks. How about I create a line of defense for you, and we learn to play my way? Because I think your way, sorry to say, sucks. You bring the pain home, and that should not happen ever again. Here's a $100 million building from across the South Plaza Mall, a $1 million Lamborghini, a $5 million mansion, and a $1 million race. But I obtained all of them. Why didn't you? Turn these up today, please. So I like goodies, but you're not getting Lamborghinis and Ferraris till you get to 5 million, okay? Because that's when you'll be able to afford to write it all off too. But your goal is to become a corporate millionaire if you want to play. You see, I add you to my credit system if you allow me to. What's your goal today? Write it down. Let's follow through. How many working days are left of this year? Next thing is I've been online or in person for 45 years helping people like you get to millionaire status. So understand, next year I got my radio and TV show. I'm not going to be available 6 days a week. So basically, let's talk about flippity dippity doos. I got tired of fixing up properties and getting $50,000 with everybody around me are a bunch of crooks, from the buyer, the liar, the agent, the broker, and the contractor too. By the time I was 21, I decided one thing. All right, if I'm going to sell it, I'm going to become the bank. You sold a house or a car, didn't you? Did you know you could have actually been the bank behind that process and got the same money you got too? But the reality is you said bye-bye. Let's dissect the pieces. Let's learn to take an apartment complex and split deed it. How about we basically become the bank and do an assignment of mortgage for 30 years? Would that be okay? You got properties in 14 states right now under $100,000. Why don't we buy 5? Let's buy 3. They're 5,000 down. See, you could have a third-party management company manage your properties, or Section 8, or both. But you got to learn to play my way. Your biggest problem, you did not create residual income. I'm sorry, that's where your biggest screw up in your life is. But that's up to you. I want you to write down credit, loan, and money. We're going to take $100,000 and put it in the bank for the corporate bank account. You don't have it, we'll take it off of a card. You're going to reference 3 times 5. The bank's going to give you up to $1.5 million of borrow money. Your corporation's going to have a division for franchise, apartment complex, building a line of defense, managed by third party. This will give you financial freedom. Your biggest problem is still you. $1,000 to $10,000 to $50,000 a month residual income. So understand today how it works. I'm an affiliate 119 creditors. I'm allowed to add you to one of my accounts on my dashboard. Which would you like me to do? Simple. Would you like a $1 million card? Would you like a $100,000 card? And what happens when I do it for you, corporate division? Simple. When I get you ready, I can ask for separate billing so you get your own account for you. You can learn to play the right way. So let's play. Now, I like boring businesses. I owned 22,000 payphones years ago. Then I started Napa Printing, Pit Printing, Sir Speedy, the donut chain, largest one on the planet. And on top of that, my dry cleaners. And from there, my shopping centers, my 31 flavor ice cream, and Jack in the Box too. See, all managed by third party. Your problem is still you. So I look at 26 franchises I've played for over 45 years. If I can help you and coach you, would you listen and do what I tell you to do? But it's going to be up to you because you're a grown-up. I mean, look at you. How old are you today? You're getting old. It's slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. Why the hell didn't you create residual income? What's wrong with you? That's just my opinion. You can take 40,000 off of a damn card. I found a 31 flavor ice cream place yesterday for 60,000 down that makes almost $1 million a year, managed by third party. I found a damn McDonald's from there too. I got a Jack in the Box in Riverside that won $500,000. Let's charge the sucker. Your problem is still you. 40,000 on silly business. Simple. All right, it could be a dry cleaner, could be basically what, laundromat. That's 3,000 to 10,000 a month. We take a bar to 1,000 and 45,000. You borrow a month, 50. That's how you're going to do. Your problem is we want you to learn to invest in more business. We're not going to go get the big one and the new one. We want existing. Your problem happens to be is you need to understand, I want you to own it, not run it. Is that okay? So understand, when you go to the franchise trade shows, the expos, you're like a deer in the headlight. Which one do I do? Then you listen to all that crap and you're going to figure out, what do I do now? I'm your what do you do now, because I'm going to get you existing business. So it's like the laundromat. My client put 125 down, took it off a damn card, maintained the what? Escrow. When it closed, he got 63,000 a month. From there, I got a client who got basically a laundromat, 30,000 a month. Simple to do. You want a Wendy's? You want a Jack in the Box? Right now, I found a Jack in the Box I can get you for 500,000 down. Just charge it on a damn card, close escrow. It's managed by a third party. They're making $2 million friggin' dollars a year residual income. How about a gas station? Again, how about an apartment complex? They want $3 million. What do? Well, they want 10% down. That's 300,000. So we take it off of a card. We close escrow. We get to play anything on corporate credit above 10,000, doesn't show up on purchase credit anyway. So it's like peekaboo, they don't see it. But then now you got a bill of 23,000, but we bought existing, so we have basically already people paying the rent. Biggest problem now, you got 13,000 of cash flow. But here's the problem. They could sue that division if they slip and fall. How about we do this and you're not done yet? How about we basically do what I want you to do and split deed each unit? We split deed each unit back in assignment of mortgage. So they can't sue. We get to sue them if they don't pay. And now you get residual income of 76,800 a month. Your problem is you don't know how to play. So let's talk about real estate franchise, storage units, and things too. I got a 3 months and 6 months and a 1.5 year coaching program. I'll hold your hand, I'll rebuild your life, and basically make sure you get what you need to do. And we're going to do it together and sing Kumbaya. See, I want to get you 10,000 a month. Is that okay? 50,000, 100,000? Let's understand that means you have to be in all my classes, weekly conferencing, all right, weekly calls, and then rapid to push your score above 750 to be a great CFO. And we're going to have you come in basically the conference room every month, and we're going to go through your past, present, future, and a blueprint. If you can't come in, we'll Zoom it. The bottom line is people fly in every day. So let's have some fun. Now you need to learn 5 things right away. Projections, business plan, what types of limits and creditors and days you change credit into millions, and then increase in limits as well. So all these programs are simple. You put 1,000 down. The average person wastes $50 every day. So don't give any damn excuse. You can't afford $1,000 friggin' dollars to start something. All right, if you have to do, go sell something, get into a program, you get stuck with me. But again, that's up to you because most people have excuses. I don't have excuses. I will challenge each and every one of you to get you to your first location, if not more. The 30-month coaching program is $8,000. So the reality is $8,000, you can put 1,000 down and pay your balance. If you paid in full today, only today, because I'm closing this out, we got basically putting 10 people in this one and the next one and the next one are almost full. So once I get my 30, I'm done. Even opportunity is over you. So let's understand, you pay in full today $8,000. I'm going to give you $100,000 of cash credit, which normally would have cost you $10,000 anyway. But again, now you're coaching in my program with me. You put 1,000 down, I'm building you 25,000 of credit. You get into the 6 months program, it's 15,000. From there, if you pay in full, I'm going to give you 250,000 of cash credit. You put 1,000 down now to reserve your spot. I'm going to build you 50,000 of credit. You want this year and next year, so we can go get multiple units as well. You pay in full, it's a discount of 25,000, or you put the 1,000 down and you maintain your payments during that program of 12 months. From there, if you paid in full, I'm going to build you $500,000 of cash credit. That's the ultimate goal. So again, if you put basically 1,000 down, I'll build you 75,000. Take a picture and go click. Ray Reynolds recipient, ray@raisecredit.com, RW, and what you Zelle for. If you're not Zelling $1,000 right now, or breaking it down or paying in full, you're not going to be in my coaching program. And you blew it. Nobody does what I do on this planet. But you need to learn to play my way. Because I think your way sucks, just to be honest with you. Look in the mirror today. Challenge yourself. What did you do yesterday? I bet you didn't do diddly squat. Why don't you look at the list that comes out every Monday at 6:12 a.m. repo list, probate, divorce, bankruptcy. Why don't you start selling supply and vendor credit? Let's get you $1 million of cash credit, checkbook money, and supply and vendor money. By the time I'm done playing with you, you'll turn around and have a $10 million company. Hey, Gary has $100 million a year. Giovanni has $30 million a year. Okay, Cash Call, Speedy Cash, Uberrock.com, TitleMax. Those are my damn clients. You want to play? I'm going to teach you to understand. Don't think, just do. But again, I like to make you a corporate millionaire and a money making machine. 100,000 to 1 million, simple to do. OPM money done in Bradstreet. Maybe you want to sell supplies and vendor stuff on Amazon and eBay. There you go. Once again, you don't buy Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and all the goodies until you hit 5 million, because then you'll write off the tax anyway. God's gift. I like putting my name on things to prove the point is I obtained it. I don't have any BS to give you. Unfortunately, most people I talk to are full of you know what. So the goal is simple. You want some goodies? Let me know. I'll get you some goodies. Now, they say white men can't jump. That's funny. I hold the record for the highest and fastest kick on the planet, and I used to kick the basketball hoop in the door jam too. I guess white men do jump, just stupid people say they don't. See, I kicked out the lights that night. No matter where you come from, you can accomplish your goal. I accomplished every goal I've ever had. Why haven't you? Simple. Because you accept the word someone saying no to you. One of my first Lamborghinis was a Quintas Lamborghini. All right. You see, I don't hear no. You hear no and you accept it. Find another way. 1,000 steps to millionaire status. Simple to do, simple to follow through. And me, I live by what? I plan the problem. I plan to live. I plan to die. There's always some turd trying to knock me down. Draw the diagram in front of you. Bank of America is bankrupt 5,000 locations. So the banks do this, you know, Sam's Club, Geico, Cities. Until you hit 5 million, you're going to use division base, because I'm going to make sure you understand now to bring the pain home ever again. All right, you be the certified CFO, and that way you get to corporate millionaire. Simple to do. Now, I started my first blueprint. I was 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library. I call it see it, believe it, go get it. So let's play. Write down the 5 things I want you to write down now, please. You can't take pictures and record. You're treading water and playing it safe. Number 1, you need a 750 score, a real one, not care credit in a first premier. You need $1 million of cash credit and about 30 divisions. And you need checkbook money up to $1 million and supply and vendor money too. These are must-haves, so write it down. Without it, you're not going to get where you want to go. Let's draw the diagram in front of you, corporation and entities. My way, you don't bring the pain home. You put your ducks in a row. I get to repackage you under the corporate umbrella. Very simple to say, and I'll make sure you know how to do it too. We get to play. I like rich and famous people. They listen better than most of you. But again, I've been incorporating rich and famous people for years, from presidents to the Lakers to the Clippers and everyone you can think of too. What did you do? You sat at your kitchen table. You said, honey, we're going to start a business. And you said with your friends and family, oh, goody. And then you said what? Hopefully somebody with half a brain said, what if something goes wrong? What if shit hits the fan? What are you going to do? But what did you do? You jacked up your cards. You dropped your score. You got stuck. You couldn't get any damn more. You can't write a dilly squat, and you even hawked your house. Is that called stupid or what? I mean, you're not stupid. Why would you do stupid? Why did you bring the damn pain home? Makes no sense to me. But again, I'm going to make sure I repackage your life my way, because I'm going to say your way sucks. We're going to play right down basically 90 working days. Going to fall down 1,000 times. You're going to win 10. I wrote Winning the Game of Business 45 years ago. Page 6, cash flow fee per time. Page 6, basically paragraph 3. See, I was doing this with me. All right, basically creating cash flow of $1,000, $10,000 a month. It's simple. That's what I was doing. See, here I am, 2009. All right, my wife wanted to take one of my yachts in the backyard to watch the fireworks with a group of people. I got 3 yachts worth millions and billions, helping people 6 days a week. She told everybody in the office he's in a coma, he's probably going to die. All right, she found Ron stealing my books and CDs. She found Tom, my IT guy, sold my websites and my phone numbers. Never called the phone number, he sold it to a porn site. So if you ever want to copy the Millionaire's Founders Kit, it's simple. I sold it for $5,000 a set at the Bonaventure. So today you can learn to play, and it's free for you if you basically sell over $99 shipping and handling. There's your Zell, Ray Reynolds recipient. Ray@RaceCredit.com RW. When you do, put your name and phone number so I can ship it right away. Simple. All I know is everybody around you, you've allowed someone to steal money and rip you off, friend and family member. All right, are they going to knock you off the cliff? They're going to catch you, going to die? Hold your breath. From there, I want you to understand what I've had to do since I was a little boy. I wake up every day at 2:25. I drop to my knees. I say, thank you, Jesus, for another day. If I got up at 2:30, the abuser would get me as a kid. So I got up at 2:25 before he could get me too. So I always look in the mirror every day. Why don't you do that? Put yourself in check. Tomorrow, get up an hour earlier in the day and understand that's your me time, meditation and focus time. You have an idea today? Good. You go tell your friends and family. They interrupt you and say, you got to do it this way, this way. You ever notice the ding-dongs around you try to tell you how to do what you're trying to do, and all you want them to do is encourage you instead they cloud your direction? All right. You ever notice a lot of people full of what? What do you get to do? Simple. July 4, 2009, we took out one of my yachts in the backyard. Goodies. I get to die, but I get to hear what's going on in the room. Tax attorney tricks my wife to sign a POA. Nurse asked my wife if I was a donor. But Jesus said, stay in peace or go back, and I said, go back. So understand today, I got to move 24 times. I'm 11 and a half years old. I've been shot twice, knifed 6 times. I got no excuses. My feel sorry for myself is 3 seconds or less. We'll let you have 3 minutes, okay? All right, I got to basically understand, you understand me because I'm God's example for you. Let's pay attention. I got a book coming out this year called Jesus is Not a Drive-Through. Being a Christian's way of life, not a moment in time. You see, the ultimate goal is going to be up to you. Got another one called Bite Your Tongue, Love Longer. See, men have to shut up because women don't want to hear the blah, blah, blah. Women are tape recorders. I had another basically chapter to this one from my wife and my daughter. They have to basically bite their tongue and live longer too. How about fighting the monster within? How about bullshit doesn't pay your bills? And from there, fighting through the pain. Just a couple books I got coming out this year. See, I got to get you past go because I think you're stuck. And I think that sucks. Lamborghinis and Duffys and mansions and basically white men do jump. Stupid people say we don't. More Lamborghinis, helicopters, shoe docks, and we got Ferraris too, and basically race boats in the backyard. Why not? I call it Ray's rules. Why the hell didn't you get this stuff? What's wrong with you? These aren't turned up or something? I don't understand. Why would you follow stupid? All right, the reality is you're a grown-up. Let's get to the point. We go get it. I wrote my blueprint when I was 9.5 years old at the Torrance Library. See it, believe it, go get it. Isn't it about time you learn how to play? Let's play with me. Credit repairs are fraud. Can you imagine these idiots on TikTok? This is how you basically, now they're saying rebuild. They used to say repair. They got to copy everybody because they don't have a clue. All right, nobody has a friggin' magic wand. It's all bullshit. I mean, come on. If you have bad credit, you deserve it. You got shitty credit, you screwed your creditor. All right, you went through bad times. Wham, nobody cares. At the end of the day, understand credit repair is a fraud. Hey, I didn't say Federal Trade Commission says it every day. They can't collect money up front. And then from there, so does the Credit Organization Act too. So understand, all you got to do is write down Section 611. It'll show you what you need to do for you. If you've got an open collection account, they can't get rid of that unless you 5 ways to basically kill the debt. Negotiate the damn debt. Don't be a crook. And I mean, I find these people, God's going to open the door. You're a damn crook. You didn't pay your creditor. All right, you're a crook. Man up, woman up. Simple. Remember, TRW stood for Thomas Raymond Woolridge. Bicycle parts information become Experian. That report's wrong. I designed this myself for Yarborough. It was good. All right, fair or hell no. You got 2 cards today. Let's I'm going to show you once I get you to 750, you never screw up again. Your score will maintain 750 the rest of your life too. Negotiate any open collection account. From there, all cards at 25% rule that I designed years ago and a rapid refresh. Now you got a 750. What are you going to do? It's called the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. All right, the reality is you get to play my way. Let's give you the 25 steps today. You ready to write them down? Intuit bought Credit Karma December 3rd, 2020. Credit Karma was indicted a couple times for lying. There's no phone number to help you. But if you allow me to analyze you today, I'll tell you exactly what I need you to do on your part. Can you imagine on Wednesdays and basically Fridays and Saturdays, I do classes on live, like one tonight too? That means I'm going to analyze you myself personally. All right, I got total recall, an IQ of 203, and I basically write with both hands and talk at the same time, and it rhyming all the time too. Sixth grade, they said I was retarded. I thought they were just stupid. Oh well, you know what I'm going to do on my Saturday class, analyzation class? I'm going to call out your case number in rotation. I'm going to tell you personally what you need to do. Here's the form called SS5 none of you paid attention to. It says name to be shown on card, full name at birth other than above. You got an SS5 SSN 1040. Pull out that card of your personal wallet now. It's not even your card. It says don't laminate, don't carry with you, do not use for ID purposes. It belongs to Social Administration, not you. Bottom line is you got your SSN for the 1040 tax return. And then you got a paycheck years ago from the first job. You thought they ripped you off, and you found out one thing. They pointed out that company you work for. The IRS gets their cut first, you get the leftover. So that's what makes us a bunch of ducks and sheep. Ultimate goal, how to play. Simple to understand that too. So let's play today. All right, and understand, I want you to understand the IRS.gov and the 1244. It allows you to file one tax return and almost not pay tax anyway. You could play by the rules and tools. Let's rebuild your SSN for corporate divisions. Let's teach you how to use the SS4 26 ways to do that too. Let's choose wisely, and from now on, you can be a double CFO and put your ducks in a row. Is that okay if I do it for you too? The ultimate goal is we get to play and never bring the pain home. So understand that form SS5. Let's compare it to SS4, the one you never paid attention to. Line 1 says legal name of entity or individual person. Banks, grocery stores, and cities are your name right there. This form allows banking and credit purposes per entity. So then I can build you $1 million of credit right away. Your corporation is allowed to do 4 things. That's it. It's Ray's rules. You get to buffer tax, no tax is due to you profitable. Corporate credit to write-off, fleet price on car, and free buffet. Then from there, your divisions are your line of defense. They're cheap, multiple functions, buy at wholesale price. All right. From there, multiple credit reports, real estate, separate liability. Remember, write it down. You can't take a picture or record. I want you to build your line of defense. You got it so far? You're never going to bring the pain home again when I'm done with you. You're not allowed to. I like to build you a corporate millionaire. From there, I will guarantee what I say I would do, as long as you're part of the program. All right, and you follow through and do what I ask you to do. Simple. Don't jack up cards. Do not apply during the program. Don't crash your wrap or rescore. If you do, I charge you a fee or close your case. Is that okay if you follow the rules? If you got a collection item, there's 5 ways to kill the debt. You have an IRS problem? They have a form called 656 433 A and B. We have to rebuild your whole life. And that's the ultimate goal, step number 3. So if you allow me to get your 750, this is what we're going to do. We're going to analyze you starting today. We're going to put you in a rapid rescore to build your scores up, and away, like this person, 96 points in 3 days. We're going to make sure you understand everybody who does my system, if they follow through part of the workshops, they follow me, and I tell them what needs to be done, guess what happens? They're all guaranteed a 750 score. Nice lady, she's got a 651. She says, Ray, I don't have bad credit. What do I do? I said, ma'am, why are you using half your cards? Her attorney, CPA, and her banker told her to. I said, listen to Dumb, Dumb, and Dumber. Balance your debt, no green lights now at 801. Nice couple. They said they went to a bankruptcy attorney to ask some questions, and they sold them a bankruptcy. I said, what do you think is going to sell you, a pickle or a banana? See, understand something. They didn't even need bankruptcy. Bankruptcy should be done, in my opinion, only if you're basically going to garnish your wages or going to steal your house today in court. If not, here's $500 to build you up. Your loving collection accounts, here's $3,000. So if you allow me to hold your hand, you go to my class. All right, our class is Wednesday, Friday, or Saturday. Simple to do. Wrap or rescore. Our goal is a 750 working together. I'm going to charge you $999, and I'm going to give you $1,000 card back to you. If you do it during this broadcast only, you get half price. It's $499. The ultimate goal, and then I give you a card for $500. So understand that's rebuilding you to a 750 guarantee. Now, corporations, divisions need to be filed now. If you want them to be on their second year in January, to get what's called checkbook money, a line of credit at the bank. As we play, I like to give you profit and non-profit simultaneously if you set up and go to setup in level 1 with me. As we play, keep in mind this is simple. You have credit cards with zero liability for nonprofit. You got Google wanting to sponsor you up to 10,000. You got basically nonprofit doing 4 times an average McDonald's because people are living older anyway, and the government's even sponsoring that too. So let's take a starter package. Let's rebuild you 750 score. If you have a corporation, I'll build the one you have. If not, I'll hand you one for free. Articles also tax ID are free. You pay a little filing fee. That's what I've done for 45 years. Set up in level 1. I like to charge you $999 to get you the workshops and goodies for 90 days with me too. And I'm going to give you $5,000 of cash credit back. If you do $24.99, I'll give you $25,000 of credit. And I'm going to analyze you right away, add history, and start popping credit right away too. I want to rebuild you to teach you how to be a certified CFO. I want to teach you how to do it the right way because what you did kind of sucks. You brought the pain home. But again, discounts and cash credit of this is only during the webinar. From there, what do you get to do? Getting profit and nonprofit articles too. Here's your Zell. Ray Reynolds recipient, Ray at raisecredit.com, RW, info with Giselle for it too, and your phone number too. You see, there's that phone number, 800-254-9506. Work with a specialist starting today. From there, your biggest problem is still you. See, I'm a voter, probably you too. They sell the voting list 412 times a year, corporation or cable bill. Why don't you basically call 888-567-8688, get off the mailing list, national mailing list, 5 years or a lifetime. Because right now you're getting robocalls and junk mail because what you did to you. Phone number's right in front of you. Again, write it down. From there, there's step 4. Number 5 is plan the problem. You allowed a friend and family member to rip you off. Sorry, you spent thousands of crap that didn't work. If we take the time and we basically take the sticky in the back of every card called safety credit. Sticky is very simple. Limit of the card, 25% utilization, always never past 29%. You now credit your line of defense. My way works in all dashboards say 0 to 29 is green, 30 is yellow, 50 is red. The ultimate goal is very simple today. Let's understand something. Your new discipline will be simple. What do we get to do? Now, the next thing is you're going to give me an excuse. Ray, I got to jack up my cards. The answer is no. From there, if you understand, there are 2 cards in the United States of America Incorporated that do not fluctuate your credit ever. It's your gold and platinum cards. So again, as long as you want to pay them on time every month, you can max them up to $1 million. With that discipline, we'll give it to the high schools and colleges from now on. Nobody would have shitty credit. Balancing the debt. You lose your job, have an emergency, what do? Simple. You run out of time, you run out of money, and you can't wait to go jack up your cards and tell the world to feel sorry for you in 42 days. If you needed $5,000 today, now, what would you do? Ask your friends and your family in the bank, they all say no. The average person wastes $50 every other day. This is a $5,000 card. The payment is $50 a month if I max it out. Next thing we have to think about is very simple. You waste $140 a week, $600 a month. If I take money off of a corporate credit card, I get to write it all off. And anything above $10,000 doesn't show up in personal reports anyway. I get to basically go get 2 pizzas with a drive-through during a pandemic. See, now there's no more excuses for you. White men do jump. Nixon took the gold standard out. Write down Ray's rules now. And then write down one of my number 1 rules. The only thing you will sacrifice or get screwed up in your life would be a division from now on. Never the corp in your family. It's not acceptable. You're not allowed to bring the pain home ever again after I rebuild you. Because what you did was wrong, totally. I want you to have your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules, step 7. Become a certified CFO and never bring the damn pain home. You should have never did it in the first place. I don't understand why you did. You allowed this to hurt your family. It's not acceptable. There I am dead in a coma. Got no excuses. From there, they stole my life. Why don't you Google the address? I've been in 2 comas. One, I was crippled for life. I got up because Jesus said so, and they freaked them all out. Last one, I got to die and come back and help you. You see, the devil's trying to hold us back and knock us down. But God's delays aren't God's denials. I like to repackage you like Humpty Dumpty. Would that be okay? So let's understand a corporation is a legal what? Legal person by what? Law. And guess what? It says it may sue or be sued. The lack of knowledge is why people do stupid things. It's not my fault you did something stupid. It's your own fault. Be responsible for that too. Now, this is pathetic. I got 2 kids that lost my job. So what? Man up. Get your butt to the church, get the food for the kids, go drive an Uber, drive a Lyft, and go have a garage sale. Don't give me this shit. I came out of a coma losing billions of friggin' dollars. My wife and my kids were homeless again. Are you kidding me? I sold my wedding ring, my Rolex, my necklace, my bracelet. All right? I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. Why the hell are you staying down? What's wrong with you? I don't get it. This is bullshit. It pisses me off. He's healthy enough to go get a damn job. So if you want to get to where you want to go, you let me know, because I'll get you there. And the division's the only thing you're going to sacrifice, not your family. I didn't have a damn family as a kid. All right? I don't like being used and abused, in a fucking trash can. All right? I knew one thing. I had to be smarter than anybody and get off this path's go. Build you a lifetime, a corporate umbrella, $1 million corporation. Anything else is BS. I'm going to set up a tax ID for you, set up your credit reports, a Spirit and Trendro and Equifax, and build you $1 million of cash credit. I'm going to line you up for checkbook money. You got to learn to play the right way. 9 divisions is $1 million, 41 is $5 million. Let's understand. You look at your corp today. Go ahead. When they sue that corp, they sue you. You didn't put your ducks in a row. And basically what that happens, that sucks. I want to build the line of defense for you. Is that okay? I don't want you bringing that damn pain home ever again. Your problem is you gave yourself one chance, and that's not acceptable. Farrell Lending Act, 1 card can get 9 more. 99 more. How about we get $1 million? How about we get checkbook money? See, your problem is you don't learn how to play. What do you do? Win the lottery and get a raise? Good luck with that too. Divisions are simple. I had 2,000 of history. I built a corporate umbrella up to $1 million, and each division is $499. 3 for $14.97. There's your Zell if you did it right away. Simple to do. From there, call the office, 800-254-9506. Use the card, they charge you 5%. I like goodies, you like goodies, yeah. It's very simple. But again, I want you to have $1 million of cash cards and $5 million of checkbook money. That would be the ultimate goal. I rebuild you here, then we're going to go get the green card for unlimited times 9. Then we're going to get basically the B of A times 9, the Wells Fargo times 9. We're going to get the Inc. times 9. We're going to get the gold card times 9. It's simple. That's only 5 of the 10 cards I like, up to $5 million. Then I want you to focus on checkbook money. The bank will give you a line of credit up to $100,000 plus. Some will give up to $500,000. But again, it's unsecured. But here's my 5 banks that I like. Our checkbook money up to $5.4 million. It's up to you if you want to learn to play. You got to get to my workshops with me, always live with me, and we're going to do them almost every day. We got basically specialty classes too. This Saturday, guess what? At 8:30 in the morning, down in Bradstreet. Specialties at $9.99 for 90 days or $4.99 per class. We get to play. Now, I want you to understand once again, your biggest screw up of you is your lack of knowledge. You're getting older, slower. You're not as pretty as you used to be. We're going to build you credit, cash credit. It's borrowed money. It's not taxable. You got nothing to lose, everything to win. You get to write it all off anyway. You're going to take that credit, and basically I'm going to tell you exactly what to do to build a lifetime income, residual income for the rest of your life. That's how you have your cake and eat it too. Ray's rules. Become a certified CFO, never bring the pain home. From there, I give you a check for $1 million. What would you do? You probably put in your personal bank account. I call that dumb. You only get to keep $375. I would have said put it in a division of each of the corporation. Reference 3 times 5, that's $15 million. Pay all the bills first, pay tax on the leftover. No leftover, no tax. See, you got the United States of American Corporation, 50 corps, named what states, cities. And what do? They create a Chapter 9 bankruptcy in front of you. They have bankrupt 11 cities of debt and stayed in business. You could have played the game and not brought the pain home as long as you have no intent to do fraud. You get to play. Step number 9 today. Google bankruptcy later on. Find out it allows SSN, SS4. Simple to do. From there, as we play, let me add you to my credit system. I like to build you up to $1 million of cash credit. As long as you follow through, go to class, not following you want. Beat your doubt, run your race, get out of my way wherever you build you please. Pretty simple to say, easy to do. Getting past go. God's gift, the mansions in the harbor. The race boats to say Ray Reynolds University and the yachts too. Lamborghinis and buildings. In the future, I'd like you to change your driver's license based on a P.O. Box mail and address for more privacy. But again, that's step number 12 today. Why don't we look at your car? You went to the dealership, you let them sweat you for 5 hours, you lost 9 inquiries, and you lost $20,000 or $30,000. That's not how you buy a car. A car is fleet price tax ID division. You buy a house, don't put 2 people on the loan. That's kind of dumb. Create a loan to value problem. The house should have been bought through the trust in the first place. Lose house, lose car. It's simple. They report it to the credit bureaus. Now you got shitty credit. They report it to the IRS as a 1099-C. You got an IRS problem, and now you have double shitty credit. Your problem is you. You didn't plan the problem. The registered owner should be a division of a corporation and not you. You got a plan. Every piece of property you get needs to be a division. You know who's going to slip, fall, and sue you and kind of screw you up. Your house payment offsets your taxes. Amazon didn't pay tax on the first 10 billion to trillion. Why would they pay tax? There's no loophole. They're doing what they're allowed to do. He bought Twitter in 24 hours lines of credit. Now the bank's going to kick his ass. He's so stupid he screwed up Twitter in 2 weeks. That's X marked the spot. All right, the reality is he's not as smart as people think he is. Sorry to say, but I call him Twillity dumb. But he does has a spaceship. Okay, so did he. The other ones have spaceships too. You could join the club. You can win the battle if you want to, but that's up to you. As we play, run your life through a corporation or in conjunction. Pay tax by a Lamborghini. Simple. You see your paycheck's taxable income. After you get the leftover, you pay in the car payment, gas, registration, insurance. But if you did it my way, you'd be yelling no right now. You're going to drive a company car like I do. Step 17. So let's understand. Let's get you an SS4 today. Is that okay? We get you an SS4? Then you look at line what here? Number 9 says, all right, banking and credit purposes. You see, your biggest problem is you never had to be a duck and a sheep. You didn't learn to play. I'm going to change your life starting today. There's Mama. Nixon took the gold standard out in 71. Every woman is federally mandated to do the SS5 form for the baby to go home and take a nap. Simple. Everything is rules and tools. You buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. You have a house not in a trust. Kind of dumb. When they sue you, they take it away. When you die, get stuck in a probate, your family got diddly squat. When you hire a contractor to fix up a property, what happens next? They hire the subcontractor to stand outside Home Depot. They slip, they fall, they cut corners, and they sue you and take everything you got. My way, hell, they're going to get diddly squat. I like diddly squat, don't you? But again, look at the irrevocable trust today, step number 19. 6 more to go to play with me today. If you're a crook, don't do tax returns. Remember, just go to prison like Wesley Snipes did. Listen to his idiot attorneys and CPAs. They should have all been disbarred. They're claiming with the friggin' prison for 3 years because they're stupid. But again, there's no peekaboo with the IRS. All right, he had to pay $5 million fine too. So do yourself a favor, don't be a crook. If you tried it, go to irs.gov 656-433 A and B. Get to the point, step number 20. If you ever want to learn how to be an OPM, other people's money, because I'm the original one too. We don't pay a bill up to 90 days. We get a 70% discount. Everything come out of escrow. We leverage it to 15 million. We build a line of defense. Very simple. All right. Everything basically is borrow money is not taxable. We get to play step number 21 today. So let's understand today. It's pretty simple. You see, I came out of that coma, found out they stole my life and my building too. One technology drive, Irvine Spectrum. Well, what am I supposed to do? Go home and go boohoo like most of you? I took out my blueprint, see it, believe it, go get it. I took out my 5 closet divisions and I built $1 million of credit in 6 friggin' weeks. What the hell's wrong with all of you? I don't get it. All you got to do is what I tell you to do and you'll get to the $1 million dream. Your problem is you got to turn these suckers up. You got 1,000 steps to millionaire. Been doing this for 45 years in person online. Radio and TV show next year. So guess what? I'm not going to be around as much as I am this year. From there, credit, loan, and money, financial freedom. You build up to $100,000 a month income. There's the goal. Now, I like boring businesses. I love when I had all my payphones, 22,000 of them. I love the fact and the laundromats and the dry cleaners and the car washes that I have too. The apartment complexes and all the pieces. But it's up to you. Yesterday, I found a 31 flavor ice cream for 60,000 down. It makes almost $1 million a year, managed by a third party. Found a big Jack in the Box in Riverside for $500,000 down. Let's finance the sucker. Your problem is you. Let's put 40,000 down and get you in a business. We're not going to get the biggest and the shiny one. We're going to create income, residual income, 3,000 to 10,000 managed by third party. 100,000 up to 45,000 a month. 250 up to 100,000 a month. You know, rich and famous people don't manage their McDonald's or Taco Bells and their fat burgers too. They have third party management. You got it so far? I like boring businesses. I want you to own it, not run it. Is that okay? I want you to realize when you go to that expo, what happens? You're like a deer in the headlights. We're going to do it my way. My way good. 100,000 to a month. I like that. So you got basically me in coaching programs. You have 3 of them. All classes the rest of the year. Weekly video conferencing. Calls with me. Rapid rescore and a blueprint with you every month in person or online. Now you have to learn 5 things. You have to master these so I can certify as a CFO. Even daisy chain credit into the millions. Ultimate goal, even creating limits on all those too. So if you want 3 months, it's 1,000 down. From there, what do you get to do? Pay the balance. And make sure you do it in payments. From there, you can finance your American dream. If you paid in full that 8,000 today, I'm going to build you 100,000 of credit. You put 1,000 down, I'm building you 25 as a bonus. You want the 6 months? It's a $15,000 package. Very simple. You pay in full. I'm building 250,000 of credit. If you only put 1,000 down, I'm building you 50,000. Either way, you're stuck with me for 6 months. From there, you want this year and all next year. It's going to cost you 31,000 in payments. You pay in full, it's 25,000. And if you do that, I'd build you $500,000 of cash credit. But if you did the 1,000 a day, I'm building you 75,000. The office doesn't add credit into these packages. So when you talk to them, they're going to add the package and sell at the same price, but they don't add credit to it. You want credit to it right now, you do now. Zelle for your deposit, bank transfer, deposit, or wire. And if you need to, you call that office right away because a corporation's a legal person that may sue or be sued. Division's the only thing you're going to sacrifice from now on. You're not hurting the corporate or your family. It's not acceptable. 9 divisions, $1 million, 41, $5 million. Each division is set up with history. We build them for $499 each, 3 for $14.97. Ultimate goal to Zelle now. Or you call the office and talk to your specialist or be assigned 1-800-254-9506. What are you willing to lose? Hey, I didn't like eating out of a trash can being used and abused. I didn't like Mrs. O putting me in the trash can and feeding me the food. But understand something, I didn't get a family like you. Corporation is sued, it's screwed. It's you. What are you willing to lose? Hopefully you say division. That's the line of defense. So everyone gets checkmate, and that's step 23. From now on, you're going to learn to play my way. We're going to change the world. Reaching the dream, think to be impossible. Raise rules up to $1 million of cash credit to corporate divisions, and you become the certified CFO, the ultimate goal. So the bottom line is you had joint credits just in the way. Next thing is buy a house, escrow, close homestead trust. From there, corporation, they're all free. You pay the filing fee. Get your divisions, very simple. Real estate, all right, new franchise. It could be current business or line of defense. I like getting bonus credit to you for every package I do for you, so that way it takes away excuses. You get to write it all off. No more excuses for you. Step 24. If all you want me to do is rebuild your credit, I'll do that for you too. $750 guaranteed. Analyze. All right, rapid refresh. You go to class and I tell you what I need you to do on your part. And we're going to charge you $9.99 and $1,000 card back to you. But during the broadcast, we discount it half price to $4.99 and a $500 bonus card back to you. A corporation should be filed now in divisions, so it basically come January, it's on its 2nd year. So I like to give you profit and nonprofit simultaneously if you allow me to. Again, starter package, rebuild you, If you don't have the corp, I'll give you one for free, office list tax ID, set up on level 1, Wednesday and Saturday with me, 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. in the morning, by the way. $9.99, $5,000 a card. Back to you 5 times your investment, $24.99, $25,000 of credit, and I give you 5 times your money back too. I get to analyze you, add history, and start popping credit right away. No excuses for me. Now you have no excuses for you. That is a Zell now. You call the office at 800-254-9506. So I'd like to rebuild you. If you want to give me referrals, I'll build you more credit. If you want 10%, I'll Zell it to you, as long as that referral names your name when they sign up. If not, they kind of blew it for you. So let's keep in mind today, Bank of America and all the banks, bankrupt locations called branch numbers. You're going to use divisions till you get to the $5 million mark. Even Sam's Club, Geico, and Cities. So we have the ability to not bring the pain home, to be a certified CFO, and reprogram our brain to millionaire status. Looking beyond that curtain, stop bringing the pain home, stay safe, stay strong. We do our best, Jesus does the rest, amen to that too. So let's understand something at the end of the day. Every one of you have the ability to repackage you. Biggest problem you did is you brought the pain home, all right, and you didn't know how to play. Now I'm going to be your coach live every step of the way. All you got to do right now is call 800-254-9506. Talk to a specialist or Zell. Let's do our best while God does the rest. Amen to that too. And never forget at the end of the day, God loves us all.